topic and really demanding. Yep. As everything nowadays is just surrounded and is around Instagram and other social medias. So today we're going to focus on this platform particularly. So we'll learn how to reach this beautiful number without paid ad budget, without a producer, without a team, without influencers. So just you as the main team who will reach this goal. First of all, I'd like to also talk a bit about myself and present myself. So yeah, my name is Nika, and I help create personal brands through cinematic reels and compelling storytelling backed by a solid strategy. Yeah, you can also scan the QR code to follow and to see the reels I'm creating. So some quick facts about me. I'm from Ukraine and I'm a Ukrainian expat living in Vienna already for a year and a half. Actually, I moved here because of studying. I won the scholarships through Erasmus program, so it's exchange cultural program. And I also studied in Constance University in Germany, and this year I studied also in the University in Vienna. I was also co-founder of Amphitheater Open Air Cinema. It's a volunteering project that we launched with my friends in Ukraine. I guess it was like 5 years ago or so. And also launched startup Hot Pack. So it's like healthy instant soups. That we also did it in my university back in Ukraine. Currently, I'm video editor and content creator, also social media and team leader in one Thailand agency, Inspiration 1.47. I also organize some fashion branches here with my friend stylist here in Vienna. And I really love networking and currently focus on self-development a lot, like both professionally and personally. And I'm sports junkie, I really do love running and also did pole dance and basketball, so lots of different types of sports. So if we have some matches here, I really like you to maybe connect as well in the real life, or you could also drop me a message in Instagram to connect. So actually, let's drop into the steps, the main steps, how we're going to reach 1K followers. So first, what we're going to do is we will define our block type. Yep, it's the main first step. Then we're gonna figure out our block concept. We'll talk about it more lately. What is it? Yep, we will optimize your profile, also generate ideas for our first content, what exactly it should be. Actually figure out some steps how to reach 100 followers, how to get 500 followers. We go also figure out how to sell your product, just having a couple hundreds of followers in your Instagram account, and how to finally reach 1K followers. So why do you actually need 1K followers? I can tell you that 1K followers equals 2,500 euro or even more. Why so? Let's break down the numbers. I hope you can hear me clearly, right? Or I should close the window. I think. Yeah, just 1 second to be sure.
I can hear you well.
Yeah, just have an open window. So yeah, now it would be better. So in order to figure out like why it works, so yeah, 1K followers equals approximately 2,500 euros. So if we're gonna take that you have this number of followers and approximately 25% of your followers gonna watch your stories on Instagram. Yeah, so the story reach will be approximately like 200, 250 followers are gonna watch you. Yeah, so they are the active participants of your blog. And the conversion rate is generally like 5%, which equals like 12 people. Yep, generally. And if you have a product, we're gonna talk later what kind of product it could be. But if you sell a product, let's take it like 200 euros, and we're gonna multiply it, you will actually get this number. So 2,400 euros. But for sure, you can have even more people who are going to buy a product, or you have another type of product which you can sell even higher Yeah, I'm talking about their numbers. So it could be like 200, 400, or even 1,000 and more. Yeah, so just like the starting point. So in this case, I think that you have enough motivation, yeah, why you actually need to reach as many followers as you possibly can, just because it can bring you money and you can actually monetize blogs. So just looking at this system, at this concept, it really works like this. So talking about the blog type, yep, it's our first step. There are actually five types of blogs. So public, entertainment, commercial, personal, and expert. Public blog is, for instance, yeah, Stadtwien. It's just like wherever information is published, so kind of a group chat, but in pictorial and virtual way, like publics, yeah. Also entertainment. It also can be like a public, or it can also be one person just publishing some memes. Yep, I'm pretty sure that you heard about like memes are, for instance, a pretty popular funny account. Yeah, so it's entertaining account. Commercial ones. If you have a business, yeah, so it could be like a restaurant, a company, whatever, it's gonna be your commercial blog. Yeah, and two more, personal and expert. So personal is where you actually share your kind of lifestyle, yeah, like sports, your routine, whatever you are doing, yeah, just like everything. And an expert. So if you are an expert, and I'm pretty sure that everyone in this room is an expert, so you share your skills, your expertise, your knowledge, and this account type. So what actually to take, yep, and which account you should focus on, which type you should focus on. First of all, we're going to reject public and entertainment because it's really hard to monetize them. Yeah, it actually makes no sense in this case. Talking about commercial, it's a bit of another side of the story. So for sure, if you have business and you have a brand, yeah, if you have a logo and you want to build a solid commercial account, yeah, you can follow this step, you can follow this side. But today we're going to focus more on personal and expert blogs. So expert blog is a really great account to monetize just because you actually sell knowledge. Yep, you sell your skills, you sell your what you've learned through years. And that's why it's really easy to monetize because people are looking for useful information, they always saving, they always want to buy services and so on. So expert account is that something you actually need to consider. But talking about personal account as well, it's really easy to reach it. Yep, to expand this account because if you always gonna listen to audiobooks, to podcasts, or just read books, you will actually get bored. Yeah, it would be hard for you to always stay focused, always to soak up the new information, to learn all the times. For sure, you need a break. Yeah, for sure, you want to listen to music, you want to call your friends while have, I don't know, a stroll outside. So you want to have some kind of relax. In this case, personal accounts step in. So the ideal combo will be actually making it together. So combine personal blog, yep, your lifestyle, as well as your expert blog. So your actually knowledge. So it's a really great way to monetize your blog and to grow. Yeah, because we want to focus on two aspects. It's growth and monetizing. And one more thing that we will cover right now as well. So yeah, just consider to be useful to people, yeah, to share your knowledge, and also to be interesting to people and not to be bored sometimes of just like showing your life. Well, actually, showing your life is really important. Um, here, I want to just give you a quick note. But before giving a quick note, your first task going to be like to write down your account type. Yeah. So actually to figure out for yourself what kind of blog you'd like to have. So yeah, quick note. If you're gonna focus only on numbers, yep, that's what people mainly do right now. They want to reach this 2 million followers or 100K followers just because it looks interesting, it looks amazing, it sounds nice. But not all the time the people who follow you, those potential clients are actually people who really admire you. So it doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, it's not the case all the time. So if you don't have people who really admire you, if you don't have people who really love your product, then for sure it will not convert into any sales. Yeah, that's why I'm actually talking about personal brand. That's why I'm really advise you to consider building your personal brands because it's so much important when you share your life, when you share your ups and downs, when you share your stories behind your achievements, your emotions, your struggles. Yep, not only like successful success, yeah, which we have in every corner, but also some negative feedback or negative steps and periods of your life that you had. And when you share it as your lifestyle blog together with your expertise, with your skills, then you will build your strong personal brand. So, yeah, just try to focus your blog around you. And then if people admire you, if your followers actually follow you for just being you, then you can sell any product. Yep. Then you can sell, I don't know, consultations, access to some group chats, networking events, your material products. Yeah. Maybe you have your own brand or other services. Whatever you are selling, people will buy just because they really admire you, what you are doing, and what kind of person you are. Yeah, so just that's really important thing to consider. Besides just following this 1, 2, 3 strategy of reaching 1K followers. So focus on your personal brand story. So let's jump into our next step. Step number 2 is blog concept. So there are some bad news. Yeah, if you post pretty pictures and stories every day, it unfortunately will not grow your blog because every blog should have an idea. Yeah. To have an idea, yeah, for instance, just as an example, we can compare to films. What a World. Actually, did anyone watch this film? What a World. Have you ever heard about it?
No.
No.
I heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Okay. What about Titanic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody at least heard about this film, right?
I
So,
watched 5 times in the cinema Titanic.
oh wow, that's amazing. How you actually survived. I cannot believe this story
I
is so
loved it, but I
important.
was 13 when it came out, so
Okay.
that was my style at the time.
I
Yeah.
watched it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I
Just the
cried
first
again.
time? It was your first time or you
No,
watched
no,
it?
I watched it again. Oh my God, I've seen it like
Okay.
10
Okay.
times, but
Got it.
like
Got it.
again and again. It was so.
Yeah. So we already discussed it a bit, and you can see that there were two films. Even if you look at the pictures, yeah, they're kind of similar. So the boss talk about they have a plot around water, around ships. So they are in the same topic. And both in these films, they spent $200 million to produce this film. But the Waterworld earned 88, yeah, $1 million. So they have minus in profit. And Titanic earned $2,200,000. So you can imagine how much money they actually earned from this film. Um, so what is the purpose? Yeah, what is the main idea of me talking here? Is that we can have weak stories and we can have strong stories. And even if the topic is the same, it depends, it really depends on their idea and how you actually lead your story. So it's really important to have this strong story, which you will actually spend the same amount of money, you will spend the same amount of efforts, but you will get much, much more. So here you need actually to focus on your strong concept, on the strong idea of your blog. So how to actually figure out for yourself and write this blog concept idea? So you need to answer some questions. Yeah, what is the main story of a blog? What are the main topics of my blog? So what are you going to actually talk about? Who will be watching it? Yep, so here we talk about target audience of your blog. Why should people watch my blog? giving the reasons. What specific value will I provide? Yeah, so people need the reason why they should follow you. You should be useful to them. What is the main idea of the story? Who is the main character? It can be you or it can be anyone else. Maybe, yeah, some people have blogs about their dogs where the dog is the main character. What problems am I solving in my life? Who are my role models? It could actually be some Instagram accounts or maybe celebrities who you actually admire just because of their character they are, yeah, or because of the role model they actually show to people. How will I monetize my audience? Why am I running a blog? So you need to have a solid reason for yourself, yeah, why you really do this job. And what is my nearest goal? Yeah, so try to pick a goal for yourself for the nearest, let's say, 3 months, and just change it every quarter. So then you will see the progression. As an example, I picked up my own blog concept. So we're gonna look through it. So for instance, what this blog is about. This blog is about expert in Vienna, yep, an expert in marketing and building personal brands who create cinematic reels with some simple but profound meanings, who really loves networking, who's achiever, focuses on self-growth, both personal and professional. Yep, so here we write actually what is your blog about. Some main topics I cover is like achieving goals, personal growth and development, also expertise, work in marketing and creativity, yeah, emotion, difficulties, journey, as I share, like how I got the scholarship, how I actually moved from Ukraine to Europe, and some my other achievements, like in sport and so on. Some cinematic reels, my work with strong storytelling, helping people to build their personal brands. I actually share some cases and the work I'm doing right now. The idea that I really love to connect with people and attend different networking events and also share my thoughts. I try to be simple, I try to be sincere. If everything is going bad, then I'm saying it's going bad. If everything works, then everything works. So just like try to be sincere and true to people and just sharing what I'm thinking about and also share some motivation. So these are just like some main topics. It can be less, it can be like more. It's up to you, but yeah, you need to pick up for yourself some main themes you'd like to talk about. Who will watch me? Yep, so the audience from 18 to 40 years old, just approximately. Sometimes it could be exceptions for sure. Those who'd like to build their personal brand, who are bloggers or who dream about being bloggers, those who are afraid to take a step further, yeah, overcoming fears, being themselves, achieving goals, who are interested in marketing and creativity, yeah, because not only like marketing expert, but also digital art, yeah, creative person. Also for people who are experts in Vienna and also for young entrepreneurs. Why should people watch my blog? Yeah, for instance, if they want to create the same high quality readers, it's also dose of motivation and inspiration. And for sure, it's to find like-minded people in creative and marketing industries. Because nowadays I feel like we're trying to get to know each other among my followers and followers of my followers. So it's always a great mix of these connections. What values will I provide? Yeah, again, inspiration, dose of creativity, maybe some insights, books and podcasts and courses. So not only like marketing expertise, but actually life expertise. Services for personal brand development. Yeah, and as I already mentioned, like life advices or thoughts on different important matters. And the main idea behind my blog is if you stay true to yourself, you can achieve everything. Just believe in yourself and trust the process. Yeah, that's actually my credo throughout my life. Just like listening to yourself, being true to yourself, and do what you feel is important for you and what you love. So yeah, it's about sincerity, it's about some thoughts and a cinematic picture, a personal brand that you can create with my assistance. So yeah, here just like write down your main ideas that you want to cover in your blog. Who is the main character? Yeah, in my case is me, and I'm sharing my journey. what problems I'm solving. Yep, it's just developing personal brands and also creating reels. So another type of quality of their short videos. And who are my role models of these people are mainly bloggers. Um, yeah, so it actually can be, again, maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe also some bloggers that you really admire, maybe because if you have the same views in life or the same style in blogging that you also like to have in your own. So it could be actually different points of these people, maybe the trait of character, maybe just because they are sporty and you also want to show that you're doing lots of sports, yep, and you really like the way they actually show this in their blog. So yep, you can take all these pieces like puzzle, yep, and make it together from these people. So it's really great to have these role models because you can see, okay, I like to look like this person in sports and I'd like to be this person in expertise. Yeah, I really like how easily she converts their um like marketing knowledge. Yeah, so it's easy to understand. So just like to have this vision, it's really, really important and it will make your strategy and it will make your work of achieving this 1K followers much, much easier. How we're gonna make money. So here, just like write down for yourself some services that you will provide. Yeah, like organizing events and webinars, services and building personal brands, rules making content creation, and for sure it can like in the future. So you can also like write down your future goals, like to build a team, to open an agency. And the reason of having blog is something that should be like top one for you. Yeah. So first of all, like personally for me, I see myself from the other side and it boosts my self-belief, like my motivation. I really like motivate others. I really like teach others. I also used to work as their English teacher. So that's why it's like it kind of connects together. Also Instagram is my portfolio where I share my work also to picture almost every moment of my life. So I can come back 2 years ago and what I had 2 years ago, and all these beautiful pictures and films like really inspired me. And I'm really proud of myself when I actually documented, when I actually filmed everything. So I don't need actually to ask myself all the time, why should I do that? Because I just really do remember the moments when I come back to all these memories. And I'm not just like having one photo from last year, having dozens and thousands of them. And it's really amazing just to have it in one place, kind of, or even when it's made in the films or in kind of storytelling. So it's really, really amazing. Yeah, so these were some main questions that you actually need to ask yourself to define your blog concept. So it's kind of your strategy. Yep, it's kind of the path that you need to follow. And when you will answer all these questions, it will be easier for you to, first of all, understand like why. Yeah, why should I have a blog? And what kind of content I need to do. Yeah, what should I transfer to people? What should I show? Who are actually my target audience? So then it will be easier for you to work in your blog. I also prepared a gift for you. So if you scan the QR code or just like follow the link in the chat in Zoom, and if you DM me concept, I will also send you a free Notion template I did myself. So where you will find all these questions, yeah, and you just need to fill it in. And you will already have your first, maybe not your first, but strategy, a solid strategy of developing your blog. Yeah, so you can just like open the link and just fill all the information about you, about your blog, and you're ready to go to the step number 3. Yeah, I will show the scan, the QR code in the end of our webinar as well. So any questions so far? I hope everything is clear. Yeah, so we're ready to continue. So yeah, your next task will be to spend approximately 20 minutes today to define your blog concept. What is your blog about? So step number 3 is your profile optimization. So the blog must look clear and interesting enough for people to stay in it. Yep, otherwise it would look like safe. Why I mean this? Because thousands of people can see you. Yeah, they can see your content, but if they have no reason to follow you, or it's really a chaos in your blog, yep, it's unclear, then for sure you will have no zero followers. So in this case, blog optimization, it means that you need to optimize your blog so it's clear for people, yep, why they should follow you. So first of all, it should have clarity. It should have is a navigation. Yep, you can prepare your highlights. And for sure, interesting and engaging content. Yep, and maybe useful content as well. So what to include in your profile? First of all, talking about your avatar picture. It's better to have your personal picture. Yeah, nowadays we also have some, like in my cases, I do have some graphic picture, which you can also use, but something that first of all represents you. Yep, it will be the best option in this case. Talking about profile buyer, you can write down your main offer. Yep, what you offer, whether you're a marketing expert, whether you are a fitness coach or a nutritioner, yep, who can help develop a diet or whatever it can be. So just like write down your main offer or spheres of your work and life. Yep, you can also add life here. So if your hobby is reading books, you can also write it down there. So people can just like have a look and they can already see what kind of person you are. Yep, where you are in what spheres. It's really also great to add some awards or some really like great credentials, like for instance, 8 years of marketing expertise or I don't know, World Dance winner 2022 and so on. So adding some awards will also like enhance your profile bio. And for sure, you can also leave some links to your website, portfolios, but again, it depends on your niche, yeah, where you work. Talking about highlights. So yep, highlights is just like your main stories that you save. In this case, it's really important um, to have them. I'm pretty sure that right now Instagram kind of changed their policy, and I know that some of the blogs already lost their highlights. Yeah, so now it goes to Instagram feed, but we'll see how it will go. Maybe they will come back because actually it's a really great way of just showing who you are and what you're doing because each highlight can present a storyline. Yep, so what can you show here? You can show your services, what you're doing. Yep, you can show your cases. Yeah, maybe have some great cases in your niche. You can also present it here. You can also show some hobbies, like whether you're going to the gym, you're doing yoga. If your blog is also about lifestyle, you can also show cooking or reading, like books, what you read. So any interesting information regarding each topic, yeah, you can save it in different highlights. Or again, why I actually mentioned storyline. So for instance, if you have a goal of, I don't know, um, opening a company in the nearest 2 years, you can actually share your uh, l- story, yeah, your steps, how you achieving it, what obstacles you have, what small achievements you already have here, what you need to solve, what you do. So people want to see their hero, yeah, the main character of the book with all the ups and downs they follow. So they kind of leave it with you. So it would be also interesting to add some kind of these stories regarding your current achievements in life, whether it's buying a car, entering or moving to a new country, whatever it can be. And the last one, but not least, is pinned posts. So pinned posts, for instance, it can be, I guess, top one post about me. So where you can actually share and tell people who you are, what you're doing, why they actually need to follow you. So people get to know each other. They don't need to scroll it till the end. Yeah, they can see at the beginning. You can also share your services as well, or maybe some cases in your first pinned posts. So actually up to you. What I advise you is for sure to have about me post. Yeah, other two are just like optional for you. Again, depends on your niche, what you actually want to do. But it will also gives people their clarity and it will make it easy for them to navigate throughout your blog. So when they actually open it at the first, yeah, they can see the clear avatar, they can see their highlights, the buyer, so the main offer, the main topics, yeah, who you are, what you're doing. So it's clear for them why they should follow you, yeah, or why they should actually subscribe to you. So, let's continue with our next step, step number 4. Yeah, and we jump into our first content. Um, Unfortunately, setting up high expectation and thinking that your first video gonna go viral and will instantly bring a ton of followers, unfortunately, it doesn't work all the time like that. Sometimes it can even be bad because it will bring you, again, wrong followers. Yeah, as we already talked about. And why we actually need to focus on our first content, not as a promotion, yeah, but rather as something kind of a part of your profile packaging. Yeah, so if you're gonna like imagine the situation that if you're gonna buy an ad from a blogger, like will it give any results to your blog right now at this stage? I'm pretty sure that no, because you will not have any content that will actually, like soak up people and will make them to stay with you. Yeah. Because this ad from a blogger can bring you, again, as we mentioned, 1,000 viewers. But when they open your account and they will see nothing, for sure they will go back. So our first content is not about promotion, it's not about like being perfect, it's not about like just being ideal here. It's just trying to show who you are, what you're doing. Again, so more like package your blog. So what kind of content it can be? So I prefer and I advise you to focus more like on making reels. Yeah, because again, it's really to grow with reels. And it's much interesting to watch reels. What kind of reels it can be? First of all, top 10 questions in your niche. So what are you doing? You actually pick up a niche, let's say fitness and nutrition. And you can go to ChatGPT and you can ask him to write 10 questions in your niche. Yeah, we can actually like also have a look here. What else or date? So great. Yeah. Create cereals, ideas, and nutrition and fitness topics, answering the question how. Yep. So number one, we have here top 10 questions in your niche. You can pick up the question how, and ChatGPT will write for you like some reels ideas that will answer the question how in your niche. Like for instance, how to plan a week's worth of healthy meals, or how to make a smoothie that keeps you full, how to do a quick home health routine. So all the information that people are interested in, yep, they can get this info within 1 minute or 30-second reel. So it's really easy and it's really interesting for people to watch and even to save. So if you manage to answer the question how in your niche within 30 seconds or up to a minute, yeah, you're already a winner here because it's the information that people find really useful. Yeah, instead of just like watching 20 minutes tutorial on YouTube. So yeah, the first one, what you can do is to pick up 10 reels that answer the question how in your niche. The second one, it could be top 5 myths and mistakes. Again, if you will pick up 5 mistakes in your niche, like for instance, if you want to lose weight, you need to do only cardio. It's a myth. Yep, you also need to do some strong workout. Yep, or yoga as well, and you can also lose weight. So something to prove people that their main idea in the society that this stereotype is wrong. Yeah, it will also kind of engage in people this idea and this um, they will become interested into this topic. Yeah. So what you can do is also to share top 5 myths and mistakes in your niche. Top 3 case studies. So in this case, I mean like cases with your clients. Yeah, if you already have some, or you can also imagine some situations like just to prove and to show your expertise. You can take some numbers, you can take some imagined already existed companies, yeah, and to create a strategy for them or whatever. Yeah, it depends what you're doing. So to show your expertise through different cases, through different surroundings, yeah, what actually can be. So to share these 3 cases, it could be done in Reels, it could be done in carousel posts, which also actually works pretty great, or in highlights as well. And collections. Yeah, collections also work really nice because, for instance, if we take web design topic, yep, and if people open like bloggers who are interested in web design and they will search top 5 fonts, it will definitely like they will save this reel because it's really interesting for them and it's necessary to change all the time. So some collections like top 5 books about business I read, top 5 exercises in fitness that help me to lose weight, whatever it can be. So all these collections because it's pretty easy, quick, and simple, and people also like to save it. So it also like this kind of reels hack that I can also advise you. And for sure, what also works really great is to have a look at your competitors. Yeah, I don't advise you to copy, yeah, perfectly whatever they are doing, but you can get some inspiration for them. You can get some ideas if you just find the people who are in the same niche with you. And if you look through their profile, you can see what kind of reels were interesting to the same target audience. Yeah. What kind of topics, yeah, people find the most useful. And you can pick up these ideas and you can change them and maybe create your own stories, create your own reels and show it in completely different way. Yeah, but their idea, the topic gonna be the same. So you already know what could be interesting to your target audience. So always analyze your competitors. Yeah, it's really worth doing this. So yeah, your next task will be to write 23 ideas for your reels based on this format. Step number 5, yep, how to actually reach your 100 followers. It's a really tough question to answer, yeah, because when people ask how to gather your first 100, 300 followers, I can only say that score every corner. What it means, where exactly we need to look these people. So these people are actually your family members, your friends, your event attenders, as we're doing right now. Maybe it also people with whom you're doing yoga together, or from some IT courses, IMS courses, yep, your classmates, your current colleagues, whoever it can be, just people whom you actually know in person. Yep, these people will be your first 100 followers. Yep, or maybe even 300 followers. Other ways what you can do it also to speak at companies or universities or also organizing some networking events in such way, yeah, to gain some more audience, or actively comment on bigger influencers' posts. What can work as well? So if you follow the blogger who is interested in the same niche as you, yeah, or whom you actually just admire, and you will write a really interesting comment that will trigger lots of people. And if it'll trigger lots of people, you will get a lot of likes, and half of them may just like accidentally or just because of they are interested, they will just jump into your account and will look at it. Some of them may stay with you, some of them may follow, for sure, some may not, but these bloggers already have a big audience, and that's why your comment can get a lot of views, and that's why you can actually get potentially like new followers as well. So this option also works. So yeah, Actually, it's 300 followers. It's only like 10 people a day. It's not that much. And again, if you have a solid strategy, if you have a solid reason why I want to have this Instagram blog and I want to develop personal brand, then for sure you will make it. Next, first 500 followers. What you can do with that? So yeah, when you have approximately like 200 already, yep, and you are striving to get 500, what you can do, first of all, I advise you to do cross promotion, or just like kind of mutual promotion. What it can be, for instance, again, you have some friends, relatives who are working on the same niche as you, and you can ask them to talk about each other in stories like, hey, this is Lika. She has an agency. She's developing digital presence for different small and middle businesses. And then Lika shows like talks about me in the stories. Yep, and this is Nika, marketing expert and personal brand strategist. So you kind of exchange your target audience. And in this case, it's really great because you can do it for free. Yeah, obviously, just like mutual on barter, we can say it works. And it will also work just because if you have like similar target audience, yeah. So people from your friend's account or from your colleague's account, yeah, can also move to you and from yours to them. So you're gonna exchange your followers, which is also nice and easy to do actually. You don't need like to create an event for this. Yeah, just meet in person for a coffee, exchange stories, and that will be great. You can also create a small free product. Yep. I'm pretty sure that I heard about lead magnets. I will also mention this and we'll talk about it more as well. So something for free, it could be an article, it could be template, whatever it can be. So something simple, maybe a reader that you can send people up to subscription. So whenever they start follow you on Instagram, or they will write a comment to you or DM you, yeah, kind of keyword, and they will get the free product from you. Yeah, so it will be another reason why they should start following you just to get this free, really interesting and useful article, for instance. Or, as already mentioned, speak or present at events. Yep, just like not only engage online on Instagram, but also in real life. Okay, Tamara, yeah?
Sorry, I was muted. No, just a quick question because you
Sure.
said create a small free product for people to follow. Where do you put it? Do you put it then in pinned posts or I guess in pinned posts and then you create this ManyChat automation or?
Yeah, so what I can do in this case, yeah, you can create whatever format it is. And you can, what I'm doing, I have some articles in Notion, and then I publish them so they kind of online. Yeah. And when people start following me and they write their keyword, I'll send the link to them. So it's not pinned somewhere, it's not in the Instagram. I just send directly to people through DMs.
But where do you like how do you offer the free product? Like you just have a post and then people comment and then you send it through DMs.
Yeah, it could be one of the option. We will also cover it. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought like if you have if you want to keep that for some time, do you keep it in pinned posts and then remove it or
Mhm.
okay, good, thank you.
You can also, what you can do, you can also write in your profile bio, um, follow me and you'll get free guide on storytelling. Yep, and people immediately see in your profile bio that they need to subscribe, that you need to follow you, and they will get this free product. Or you can also make a series of reels. Now we will cover it as well. And where you will talk about one specific topic, yep, and ask people if you write them in DMs or in the comment, you will get this free product. Yeah. So you can work it like differently. Yeah, but the main idea in the end that you will send it through your direct messages. That's how it works. But we'll also cover it as well. Any other questions? Well, we just like stop for a bit so far. Okay, yeah, I guess we can jump into our next step for sales. Yeah, sounds really interesting. Um, so first money change everything. It's really true because when you get your first small amount of money from doing what you love, you really start believing in it, that it works. Yeah, but it's not just like imagined, it's not just working for someone but not me. Yeah, it starts working for you. So first money change everything. That's why I actually advise you to just like while you're achieving these 1K followers or 2K followers, yeah, just these small numbers, it means that you can already earn, yeah, and you already need to give it a try because it will boost you and your motivation to actually put much more efforts into your blog because it really works. Yeah. So I advise you to do an express launch. Yeah, what it means. What can you so express launch is when you sell your product within kind of 3 days warm up. Yeah, but now I will break into pieces what you can actually do. So what to sell? I advise you to sell kind of consultation and maybe personal coaching, because in this case you will not have a lot of clients. Yep, and you can actually go work in private with everyone, or maybe have kind of a group coaching or offline coaching, or yeah, but it also depends on the services that you offer. Yeah, but it will be easier for you to make consultation, a personal coaching, not like a course. You don't need to make course, yeah, at this stage. So something easier, yeah, for you to get the first money and to understand that this concept works. Yeah. Um, yeah, so try to think about your niche, about your expertise, how you can actually package it so you can sell it. Yep, and it will be your first step. Um, Talking about day one, so how you will actually present it, yeah, that you are selling the product. For instance, again, picking up the niche of fitness or losing weight. So during day one, you can show your results, yep, and share the journey to get there. So you actually share your personal journey, your personal pain points, your problems you had, and how you solved them. So right now I weigh 50 kilos, but after giving birth, I weighed 80 kilos. I got to this point in 5 steps. In 5 steps, it's also really great to again be clear and precise and just like easy. So when you can share these in stories, just in 5 steps, how you achieve this, it shouldn't be just like really detailed. Yeah, during the first day, you just need to give the people of a quick and easy understanding of what is going on. Yeah, that you're talking about your journey, you're talking about this niche, and you're just mentioning quickly how you reached it. So clearly, just showing these 5 steps. The next day, yeah, it can be when you take pain point of your client or your friend and you give a solution. Yep. So you actually share a case. Yep. For instance, you can also take not just a case of your friend, but also one frequently or like main problem for people to lose weight. Yeah. Like the main problem that people struggle with diets. Yeah, they always struggle with it and they come back to the previous weight. So it's kind of the main point, pain point in this case. And you can actually unpackage it, yep, and uncover it, why it works, why it doesn't work. So what are you doing during this day? You try to share with people your expertise. So we're talking about pains and how you can actually solve these pains, how you can actually solve this problem. Yeah, because number one reason why people want to buy the product, want to buy your product, is just because it solves your problems. Yeah, it's not just because it's beautiful or, oh, well, I want to have it. I mean, for sure, it also works, but not all the time. Yep, in most cases, when actually people see a solution in your product, yeah, when it solves as many problems as possibly can. So when you uncover it in your storytelling, again, you can do just like in your daily stories and then save it in highlights. yeah, my dieting journey or services that I provide, yeah, in nutrition or fitness journey or your fitness coach, whatever it can be. So again, you just share it in your stories, Instagram stories, and then you can save it in your highlights so people can come back and to see behind. And the last day, yeah, the most interesting. You can also mention the story though, if you're interested in this topic, or if you need some help with dieting, for instance. Or you can also mention, I've been getting a lot of questions from you, and today I'll be taking 5 people for a free consultation. So what are you actually doing? Yeah. First of all, you actually trigger people that you're doing something for free. Yeah. And you just take maybe 5 or 3 people for free. And you can give them a small piece of advice in their problem. And you just organize some Zoom call, maybe for an hour, yeah, where you can just listen to a person, to their problems, and give them an idea, a solution in, again, depends on your niche, depends on your work. And in the end, you can actually sell your personal coaching, for instance. Yeah. For instance, what you can do, you can write down them. Um, there's some solutions of their problems in dieting. Yeah, tell them what product they should eat, what product they shouldn't eat, or maybe first of all say them that okay, you need to make a checkup first of all to make some blood tests. Yep. And if you're interested in more, yep, I have a month's leading dieting plan where I can be your personal nutritioner and I can make your day-to-day nutrition, yep, and meals plan. So you just first of all during this Zoom call, you give kind of a small piece of advice, yep, a small solution of their problems. And if you see that they're really interested, you can also sell and provide some more services. Yeah. So, because to sell in person, offline, when you already listen to this person, when you already showed attention to particularly this person, not the whole audience on Instagram, but just one-to-one, then it's the time when clients start to kind of trust in you, yeah, and the client starts to see the real value in you. Okay, I see that, okay, this expert, yeah, can really help me in this and this niche. Moreover, I have already showed and presented my story, yeah, my problems, and it seems like she's helping. Okay, let's give it a try. So it's much easier for you to sell during the Zoom calls, or what I also did is just like invited people for a coffee offline. Yeah, for sure, it can be a bit of like um, time costing, yeah, because you need to meet a person offline for a coffee. But what it's just something that works even better because you are here in person, you are talking. Yeah, it's not just like about selling all the time on Instagram, but just being real you and proving that you have some real value and people just start trusting you. Yeah, that's the most important. When people start trusting you, yeah, they can actually buy whatever you're selling. So yeah, the last day is just sales, resume calls, and maybe coffee in Vienna. And we're jumping into our next final step. Yeah, how to reach your first 1K followers. So what we are doing here. When you earn your first money, yeah, it's better for you to not like spend, it's better to say to invest, yeah, this 50% of the money earned from the blog on paid ads or some collaboration with bloggers. In this case, like it's not obligatory, but it's something that will boost your blog even faster, even quicker, and it would be easier for you because you don't spend like your own money. You can spend money that you earn from blog and you invest half of it in collaboration with like-minded bloggers, yeah, of the same niche, or maybe some other experts or consultants, yep, or you can also launch some paid ads, whether you provide some services like in photography, yep, I'm doing portrait photography or wedding photography, yep, and you can launch a paid ad here. And so it will actually bring you much more clients, potential clients, which is really great. Or also continue to film reels to boost reach and gain followers. So these are like some two main points to reach 1K followers. And what else you can do is to create lead magnets. Yep, something that we already talked about. So how all the process is going on. So first of all, yeah, you create some kind of useful articles where you first of all solve kind of pain point of your potential clients, or just share some useful information. It could be an article, it could be also a video, yeah, maybe kind of small tutorial or template, whatever it can be. And then another strategy for it, that you have the three lead magnets that you created. Yep, you have the three articles or templates. And for each article, you create 4 reels. Yep, so in total, you're gonna have like 12 reels. So how it actually works. For instance, again, we picked up a niche. Let's continue with like cosmetology. Yep, another niche, like how to clean your face or how to take care of your face. You can make 4 reels, yep, about this niche. Maybe one of them is going to be a case of your client, a second one going to be your personal story, a third one it's going to be maybe a particular case, or you talk about some brands, some cosmetics that you actually use, for it can be some tools and techniques that you use to take care of your face. And in the end of each reel, yep, you can say DM me cosmetics, and I will send you the um, useful article about how I'm treating my face. You have one-to-one step. Or if you DM me, I know one brand, yep, and I will send you 20% discount promo code that you can use to buy this particular brand that does help, yep, with my client and with face. So you are creating these 4 reels where you have this CAT, so call to CTA, so call to action in the end of their were reader. Yep. And that's why people who will find you in recommendations, they can actually jump into your profile, have a quick look. Yep. Maybe even start following you, and they can actually DM you and follow you and get this useful template or article and actually start following you. Yep. So this is the strategy that really works. Yep. And you can create this 3 series. Yep. Each series has like 4 reels. Yep. And 3 lead magnets, short but useful articles. Yeah, that can help people. So again, it will increase your amount of followers. Yep. And people will become interested in what you're doing. Yeah, because you're staying consistent with one niche, with one problem. Yep, you're solving it and you're showing it in 4 different pieces of content. Yep, and plus article, plus video, whatever it can be. So this is the strategy how you can actually give people lead magnets. Yep, through reels in the end of the video. Yeah, so you just set up an automatic DM system for the right keyword. Important inside the rule that the lead magnet is sent only upon subscription. Yep, and number 4, post your reels. Yeah, the last step. That's actually it. Yep, it was just like 8 steps how to reach your 1K followers. Yep, it's gonna be enough to get this number if you and make blogging your main job, maybe one day if you really want so. How much time do you need? It depends on, but sometimes 1 or 2 months. It's really important to stay consistent. Yep, some people will take half of the year, even a year, just because they're still figuring out what concept of their blog they want to have. Maybe changes all the time. Maybe they are still struggling to find their niche or their topic they'd like to talk about. Or maybe they are not that good experts, so they are not ready to sell their product. Yeah, but just trust in the process. Yeah, how much time you need, just like your time, but these are the crucial 8 steps that can actually lead you to this number. And moreover, I can say that to reach 1K followers is harder than to move from 1K followers to 5 and so on. Yeah, just because of these small numbers are not allowing you to get into recommendations. Yeah, because small amount of people are watching you. So that's why it's really important to break and to reach this number. Then it would be easier for you to reach even higher and higher numbers of people. So yeah, I would really love to if you could share some impressions about this webinar and in the stories, and you can also tag me and tag everyone this in this webinar what we talked about today. So if you want to build a strong personal brand with engaging storytelling and cinematic videos, yep, you know what to do. You can DM me and I will definitely help you. Some of the cases that I also have, I'm working with Alex, who is a marketing expert and also an expert in Vienna with 80 years of experience, and we are creating a series of your life and her expertise. And it's also Julia, who is the body sculptor. Such a really interesting word because she provides really unique, by the way, these like procedures, cosmetology procedures you will not find in Vienna. So she uses a specific brands and specific techniques that help people to lose weight without dieting, without sports. Yeah, so if you want to have some kind of this cinematic reel series, and if you're looking for some profound strategy to develop your blog and to build a strong storytelling, for sure you can DM me, or just if you want to connect to chat, I'm up to networking, as you already know. So it was really a pleasure for me to share my knowledge in this case. And I really love to answer all your questions if you have some. Thank you.